So I forgot to actually hit record here. Here we go. The change in the combat is why I do prefer it. I like Final Fantasy VII Remake as a action hybrid with ATB. I like that a lot. You don't do well turn-based? So, question though. You don't do well turn-based. What are your references for turn-based? Because for me, I didn't like the old Final Fantasy turn-based because they were an active time battle. So the enemy could still have their turns while you were doing yours, because it's got a constant timer running. Whereas like Final Fantasy X was pure turn-based, right? Like when it hits, you go through all your turns in the turn order it says, and that is it. There's no like, oh, you took too long in the item menu and now you got hit. Okay, I need to make sure we survive this because we died. Right, so I know what I need to do. I need to adjust some tactics. Pokemon Final Fantasy X was also one of the first Octopath, and you're not a fan. Oh, and it prevents me from moving the character with the attacks. Oh, you like having that active involvement. We should get you playing Dark Souls 1. We should. Okay, let's save the game again. Now we've made that one change just to stop it. So anyone doesn't know, at the moment, the current like update as to where we are in. We've gained the favor of the mages and the Templars, the Dalish elves, and we are well on our way to getting Redridge on our side. So now we're in the land of the dwarves, and there's currently the king has died, and the who's up to replace him is a mixed bag. We have one who is the prince and believes that they should be king by right, and the other is a lord who was present within the last few hours of the king's death and says that the king said they should be king instead. So naturally, the elders are split in two. We have decided to back Lord Haramont because Prince Baran is a bit of a cock. And on that note, let's go fight his fighters for him. Oh, never mind. We get to pet the dog.
Good.
Myself? Did you like that assessment?
Looking for you. Are you ready to fight? The crowd is eager to see another victory.
I'm ready to give it to him.
Go down to the ring then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the Paradons of Orzammar.
Also, yeah, the Northern accent earlier on, yeah, it was coming from the fact I've been watching a significant amount of Sean Bean, and I'm not the biggest fan of the Northern accent, which is ironic because that's where my family is all from. And but however, I would let Sean Bean read me bedtime stories, and I don't fucking like bedtime stories.
On behalf of Lord Haramont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit.
Yes!
Will lead a
Yes,
full
Bluffkin!
unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
To whom?
Your judgment is questioned. The throne will never leave House Aituken.
Who doesn't love a bedtime story? I wouldn't know. I wasn't read one. Alright, so I'm just being a hater for no reason.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Fight! Basis hate? Absolutely.
It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me. Less fighting, more dying.
Stop missing!
Show me what you got. Attack! Look at this thing. I love it. Let's get started. Right. Ah, you're getting sloppy.
Good.
As you wish.
Right, let's do some talents now.
Here we go. You're mine. This should be easy. No mercy.
Right, can I make her use any potions? Does she have any? Do we have any on us?
Only one shall stand.
It's funny because I was like losing this like pretty badly on Tuesday, and now we're fine. We're doing way cleaner. I mean, Alistair dies, but you know he always dies because I haven't built him properly, so we're fine.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned
The horns of my
championship?
army. Does that mean what it should
And
mean?
it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Heremont. Through this day, we affirm the friendship between our city and your order.
If someone said, meet the horns of my army, I would not assume something normal. Gonna put it out there.
You showed them. The ancestors are smiling on Lord Heremont today.
Horns plural, you freaky? He freaky motherfucker.
Not bad for a surfacer.
Not bad. Hello, buddy.
We have nothing to talk about, Warden. I haven't done a thing.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
Alright, anyone else I need to talk to here? I can't tell.
That was an excellent showing.
Thank you. I took on the very horns of the army. With a crowd, nonetheless. At the same time. Oh yeah. Every single one. Oh man. Is that game getting to you a little bit? It's okay. I didn't realise it was a Goonie game. I forgot about that. Also, I shouldn't laugh, but you'll find this funny, guys. We took Ralph to school today because he's a bit of a reactive dog, and we want to be able to take him out on nice long walks and go to places that isn't just like around here. You know, we do live in the countryside, so we can take him on a nice big walk around here, and he won't see many people, so he'd always be happy. But we like the idea of bringing him with us when we take Toby further out of field. And so we took him to school, and we get him to the end, like near the end of the lesson, and we go to like this like outside pen area, so it's all like chicken wired and everything like that. Ralph gets off the lead, not a problem, we're in a fenced area. Ralph doesn't see the fence. Motherfucker sprinted into that fence. Sprinted. And then, like, oh, he's fine. And then he sprints the other direction and sprints into another fence. It was so bad. I was like, I don't know if I should laugh or not. But it's the fact he did it twice. Luckily, he's fine. You know, he didn't get hurt, so you can laugh about it. If he was hurt, it'd be a different story. But I've never seen it before. It was wild. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Also, good luck, Buffat. Good luck. In fact, you know, you don't need good luck. Who needs good luck? No. Don't be silly. You got this. Right, which way are we heading? Over to Diamond Quarter. Fantastic. I mean, I think until it sounds good, it's kind of the prerequisite, right? So I think you're fine.
Lord Balin is a bad man. Yes, very bad.
Does he want me to go into Haramon's estate now? Can I talk to him? Have I earned his trust?
If you're looking for Lord Dulin Forender, you'll find him at Tapster's, taking his...
Oh yeah, I need to go to the Tapsters. Whoops. God, I hope I picked the correct guy to back. We'll see. Gotta commit to backing this Lord Haramon just in case. Want to see what it goes. Yeah, I love the creation process. I really do. It's the reason why I really enjoy making videos so much. Like, obviously, I do like streaming, because I like the hangout side of it. But, like, creatively speaking, like making a video, scripting, researching, loving it, trying to map out how it looks visually, it's just such an enjoyable process. My only problem is, and obviously this isn't the same as making music, but I get a bit of a perfectionism problem, and I have to hit a certain point where I'm like, you just have to say, that's enough, and then release it and just hope it was.
Atrasvala, champion. I hear your performance in the Proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Guidon back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Haramont will see you now. His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Please be a good guy, Lord Haramont. Please. Also, there's a difference between climb that engages you because they want your sound capabilities versus a climb that is desperate but has their own sonic tone needs in mind. The latter makes for frustrating briefs and revision notes. Yeah, because I guess like when people like go to say like John Williams or Hans Zimmer, they like everyone knows like a sound that they have. Like they both have like their own distinct sound. So they go, I want something that sounds like something you would make, but also around this, as opposed to this is kind of what I want, but I don't know what you make.
His lordship appreciates your support.
Here we go.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyral Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne. You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago. His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power. Balin resents me because I did not believe his setup. I wanted a full investigation, a trial, not this knee-jerk reaction. It speaks poorly of Balin that Endrin himself was the first to think that he should not be trusted. I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. A Harrowmont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up. And I will not back down when Orzammar needs me.
Let's look here. Well, until I get something resembling revision notes, it's time to wow and let my brain rot for a bit. Well, if you want to play any games later on, dude, you let me know. Is it bad? I've downloaded Lord of the Rings Online. I'm tempted to do the fucking stupid Hobbit challenge. Oh god. Run from the Shire to Mordor. Fuck it.
The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families. While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs? The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dust Town, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city. Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dust Town. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do it together. Hell yeah, dude. Join me. I've got it. I downloaded it the other day, but I haven't. And I had to. And then I patched it. Yeah, I had to patch it. They've actually updated it recently to the UI now supports 4K. God, of all the games that needs 4K fucking UI support, you know what I mean? Oh god, I really do wish they would like. Maybe Lord of the Rings just online works well enough for what they want it to do. But I would love it if it just got like a minor update. Just to make the beginning process less clunky. Is Lord of the Rings Online still dev support? It's not on, it's not, no, it's dev support because it's on Steam. It's on Steam. It's not ROR or Affinia. There might be a different dev team, but it's all official and it's, yeah, it's still got a cash shop and everything. Now, for anyone wondering what Butterfat means by Affinia or ROR, so Return of Reckoning situation, those are private servers for MMOs. So Affinia is for Phantasy Star Online 1, and ROR Return of Reckoning is for the Warhammer MMO Age of Reckoning. Whoa!
As you wish. Right. It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me.
How you doing, Juanza? Good to see you, buddy.
Let's make this quick, shall we? Here we go. Let's get started. No mercy.
Can you stop resisting all this shit, please?
On your guard. You're mine.
Nowadays, I think Dark is getting ready for that milk run. Oh man, what's causing it this time?
Well done.
One. We did. Yay! We. Yay!
Let's go.
He's made comments like, I changed my profile picture so less people come in here. Why would you do that? Why would you want less people to come by? Like, obviously I don't know what it feels like because, you know, I don't stream to that many people, but, like, you know, I want as many people as possible in here. Why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you want as many people hanging out? That's the point of streaming. Otherwise, just do VODs. You know what I mean? Just cut the live process out. Now, where are the people we are looking for?
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town? You need old Nadezhda to play tour guide? Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her. Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Can't help you there, Salraka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little. I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Okay, so we've got to find cartel member, basically. I'm doing well. It's my day off work, so I'm just chilling. How are you? I'm doing good, buddy. We finished the main of what we wanted to finish in Monster Hunter Generation, so we're going to play a bit of Wilds next week, just to close that off. And then we're going to be doing a bit of a schedule change to the stream, and we're going to be moving to a 3-day-a-week stream. Oh, what do you got for me, boy? What you got? Woof. Wait, you found a slightly dirty pair of silk pantaloons. That's a bit gross, mate.
You're back. You got more business for me?
Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions. Only Jarvia's men knew all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof, gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now you want to buy something, or are we done? Of course.
I'll have a look, you know. God, I need to look at these gauntlets here as well, because they are... I mean, they're mage gloves, but holy shit. They're worth it. It's worth a gold piece. Right, so there's an entrance just across town. This is if I wait long enough. So it just means there's one here. Maybe. Maybe you know something about it, lad.
I don't know anything. Leave me alone.
Maybe not. What does the quest log say? Right, keep searching for a man. Alright. To be fair, there's another house we can go into. I think. Same, actually. I've not spoke to...
I'm no one. No one. Don't look at me.
Suspicious door. What if we go into the slums house, actually? Is there anyone in here?
Well, look what we have here.
Haha!
You said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
What?
No, didn't heal me. What does that do? Stone Fist. Ah, wait a minute. Give me that option. No! Okay, I bought everyone another round, another attempt. It almost worked out. Hey, no, how you doing? Damn. Okay. My problem is there's nowhere to really buy heals. I need heals. Or maybe I need to set a tactic under Wynne that does the group heal, because she has a group heal. Or I just play as her and do the healing myself, and then just rely on everyone else playing properly. You know what they say, just do it yourself, right? Yeah. And welcome back, Nikki. Welcome back. Mm-hmm. Now, if I go to you quickly, let's have a look. To be fair, is the Mabari Crunch a heal? Self, health. Use item. Maybe that'll help out with the whole process. And then do I need to re-talk to everyone to get to learn the lesson? Probably. But let's speedrun. And let's double check if this guy actually has anything as well. And then, oh, let's check for injuries. No injuries. Wow, I just suck. Cool.
You're back. You got more business for me?
Yeah, Daddy.
Well, our business is it's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with me. Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions.
Ting, what days you plan to stream when you change to 3? I want to know what works for you guys. Because there's a couple options. It was like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it's just like evenly split. Or like Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Something along those lines. I want to... Or just do 3 days back to back. Wednesday through Friday. For example. And I am open to the possibility of doing a weekend stream. Not on top of what I'm already doing, though. Because the reason why I'm moving to 3 days is so that I have more time to make the big video essays. Because the Battlefront video did better than I could ever imagine. And when I made that video, I was like, I'll be really happy if this did a what's it called? 1,000 views. Genuinely. That's what I was hoping. And it's done 25. Pick a wheel, 3 picks is what you live by. Absolutely. That sounds like a horrendous idea. How did you come to your idea, Ting? Well, I put everything on a spin the wheel, and that's what it got to.
Her base goes everywhere in Orzammar. You cross her or even talk. Of course.
Hey man, if the gods wills it, if the gods will anything, I hope they have more pressing matters than my spin the wheel. Call me old-fashioned. Also, flipping a coin isn't an option. There's more than 2 options. Right, we'll speedrun through this one as well, just to make sure.
Get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town? No, Jarvia took over the car. Won't be. There's doors to her base all over this. Yeah, but that's worth. I'll think.
Right, so we have it all now, technically. But yeah, I'm all open to ideas from you guys. Just literally let me know what works for you, honestly, and then I'll just try and, because the whole point of this setup is I'm trying to make stream more of a place to hang out And then so so then we just play games that we want to play on stream. Don't worry about it. And then on my off days, I'm creating videos that are hopefully what brings more people here to hang out. So if I end up spending like, you know, 3 weeks playing a Dark Souls randomizer, it's not the end of the world. That kind of vibe. Or if I'm going to play like some really niche old games for a little bit. Like say I want to do like a 70-hour playthrough of Morrowind. We could. And then it takes a little bit more of the stress off me. From thinking, because I don't like thinking about the whole monetization front, but when I do have to consider it when I've got other things I'm doing. I just clarify, I don't actually make anything from YouTube, but with how well Battlefront did, if I just release 2 more videos, I can be monetized, which is crazy. Right, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something and I've completely forgotten. I was gonna save. That's what I was gonna do. Alright. We've slightly altered it. Our doggo will heal himself.
Well, look what we have here.
Oh, shock, we've been jumped. Right, he's stunned, you go for him. Because there's still going on to play through on strength as well. Like, I want to play through, like, Expedition 33 still. So we've got loads of games to play through, honestly, so many. Boom!
Sonny ancestors, what do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the 3rd house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Well, will you let me go now?
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person.
How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
I probably shouldn't have let him live.
Be quick.
Okay, now that we've been through here. Before I didn't actually loot the chest in here because I felt bad there might be someone. But now I know it's those dudes. I'll take all their shit. Screw it.
It is done.
Okay, so what we want to do here, let's level Alistair up, shall we? Yeah, he leveled up in that fight now. That's why I hadn't done it yet. Yeah, why? I fucking hate Alistair. Alistair fucking sucks. Deathplay wouldn't be a hard thing to have. A bad thing to have, sorry. Nah, let's go for Fuck it. I actually like Alistair. I know that there's the the meme of having to hate him, but I actually don't hate Alistair. It's so like Sam abused characters that liked by others. Look, I never fucking liked Astarion, okay? Astarion sucks. Astarion is canonically a bad person. The only time Astarion becomes a good person is if you literally make him become a good person. This is truly the team I assumed you would have. I can't tell if that's a good or a bad thing. You suck, I don't suck. Astarion sucks. He sucks the blood out of your neck. I actually did Astarion's full story, and I made Astarion a good person. But man, dude was so ready to become like the ultimate fucking vampire lord. Who do you hate more, Will or Astarion? Will. Without a doubt. Mainly because Will gave me whiplash. Because I saw Will and was like, you look like such a fucking cool character. You look so fucking cool. And the whiplash, right? The whiplash of Will not being cool actually offends me the most. Gale just all around sucks. Gale's like, I feel bad for me. I fucked a goddess. I mean, oh, I'm sorry. I feel so bad for you. What's that? You're a really good mage, and you've become part fucking god because you stole something after your little sex session with a goddess. Oh, I feel so bad. Ah. Gale sucks. But yeah, no. I did kill Lae'zel, which is funny, because I actually disliked Will more than Lae'zel. But Lae'zel, if you make the certain choice, she just outright tries to kill you. Yeah, well, Shadowheart just got indoctrinated into a cult as a child, so it's almost understandable. And obviously, the more you learn about the more you learn that was by design as well. Yeah, multiple sex sessions with the goddess. And yeah, I have to feel bad for him, you know what I mean? Like, Gale's like one of those people that like has everything he wants and then also wants you to feel bad for him. So you can just say you're thriving, dude. It's okay.
What's the password? Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Fuck! Wait, no. Let's try a new spell. We've got a group heal. Hey, Frogger, how you doing? Wait, Karlach is truly the only one that isn't bad or fucked up. They're kind of emotionally fucked up, but like, but they're not fucked up to other people. That makes sense. She rightfully has trauma. Hey, you going to Hawaii tomorrow? Hell yeah, dude. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. Oh wait, definitely not bad thing you'd have his team. I just can't tell if like you like type you're just like Ting's like basic. He's gonna have this team. You know what I mean? I feel like I should have threw a curveball in there. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, like fuck with other people. Yeah, literally. I mean, that's like every fantasy game, right? They're like, these guys kind of suck because racism. You know what I mean?
Let's get started. A little frantic? Ha! I can see why! Ha! You're getting sloppy! Let's get started. Warp senses tingling.
Whoa! The fuck is this, a break room?
Right.
Right, let's give you a...
On your guard!
Do I have enough for my group heal? I do. Let's do it.
You're mine!
Hey, Alistair, do you want to get involved in the fight, mate? Not basic, just a Jedi. These are, in my opinion, the good guy characters. Oh, okay. To be fair, I actually didn't mind having Morrigan in my party, but I guess I was kind of having Morrigan in my party because I was like, we need a mage. Whereas Wynn, I was like, absolutely, seems like a cool character to have. And is a mage, and is more designed towards healing. It's like it's double win, really. Nikki's not wrong, by the way, but that she is a source of Lae'zel's joy. Because every single time that me and Nikki play Baldur's Gate 3 together, it's just Lae'zel's just like, we must bed. I'm like, fuck's sake. Here we go. Here we go again. Right. Turn off the cutscene. You have fun. I must lay with you tonight. You're like, fuck's sake, Lae'zel. I mean, get it, but also, like... Can I just have... Can I just one night not having to hear you smush? I must taste you tonight. You're like, whoa, intense. Intense. The way you talk, there'd be a fucking Netflix documentary about it. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. Nobody saw it coming. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. He's very jealous. I got Shadowheart. It's fine. But also, yeah, maybe I wish Shadowheart would talk to me like that. But that's not the point of my... That's not what I'm saying. No, it is. It is. That's why Jesse's the best in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Or Remake, sorry.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
The short story?
Ah, I see. Do you mind if I ask what you did? I'm speechless. It never ceases to amaze me whenever I hear of such despicable acts.
When I played as a rogue, I would just roll both Wynne and Morrigan. I like the idea though of having characters with two very different opinions, because then they'll just argue with each other while I'm just doing my normal shit, and I could just know that I could have worse problems because I could be them. You know what I mean? I could be them. They're just in the background, and I'm just fucking vibing. Weird way to say you want an invite, Sam. I just want a chair in the corner. I'm kidding. Sorry, that was a joke.
Regardless of what happened in your past, I am glad.
Hey, Hoyers, how you doing, buddy?
As I'm sure you.
Jokes are illegal. You can't joke in Britain anymore. Jokes are illegal now. You get arrested for your jokes. Sorry, that's modern commentary. Can't do that either. Wait, this client is the latter from what I said earlier. They asked me to sound emotional while remaining emotionally neutral. Could you send me the piece later on, and then I want to see their notes, and I just want to see what they're trying to say, because that sounds fucking ridiculous.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up.
Oh, that is voyeurism, isn't it? That's the actual official,
right.
The official thing,
You
right?
were
Voyeurism.
chosen.
Yes.
You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Oh, a bow made of white wood. Even tried to throw theory at me, asking me to put Endorian scale. Well, if they, I don't get it when people throw, theory and stuff like that, because if, it implies they know what they're talking about, which is great, coming from a place of knowledge is always good, but, depending how you do it, the go-to response is, why aren't you making this? You know what I mean? It'd be like an artist commissioning another musical artist, but, not knowing what style they want, and be like, create something that I would like to create. And you're like, brother, why don't you create it? Unless you're gonna get an artist, get a musician, and be like, I love what you make me something this in mind in your style. Perfect. Bellissimo. But it's not that. So, that is weird. There's an odd approach. Oh, I was gonna check the bow. So, wow, it's nowhere near as good as my bow.
That wasn't so bad.
So I have to call with them later to clarify? Yeah. Do you know what's funny though? It's quite an underrated thing, and it's something I've learned to do over time. Is giving an artist feedback and a good what would you call you almost give them a proposal, which is a guidelines for what you want. Giving that is so unbelievably important. And I think when I was younger, especially when I used to get stuff commissioned before, I used to just be like, create what you want, and this is kind of roughly what I want, and do whatever. And that kind of puts an artist in a bit of a horrible position. So I've learned now, especially with my thumbnails, nowadays, when someone creates something, I map out pretty much what I want, and then just give them the room of their own art style. And then that way they don't. I give them a couple options, say what would you like? Here's 3 plans that I would like for this, and then they go, oh, I actually like this one quite a lot, and I think it's good because of this and this and this. And I'm like, sweet, let's pick that one. And that's a good position to put the artist in, because then you give them the creative freedom to pick and contribute, but also you don't give them so much freedom that you end up just getting them stuck in this, because they're worried constantly about doing something you don't want.
I said something wrong here. You had it coming. Here we go. Let's get started.
It puts us in a position that can lead to frustration. Literally just tells what you want and provide reference material. Exactly. Exactly.
Only one should stand.
Yeah, because when I picked the artist I have currently for my thumbnails, I really loved how she... Assuming that actually, I don't know their gender. Assuming Imaz Art, that's who makes my stuff, they're all credited in the descriptions. The work they... I knew roughly what they did already, because I just loved how they did colour and how they did shading. I was like, perfect. And it's also a style I didn't see very often, because it can be quite easy to try and copy other people, what other people do for thumbnails, and think, that looks like a YouTube thumbnail. But also peruse our material first to ensure that... Yeah, sorry. I've already read that out and addressed it like an idiot. Yeah, because like whenever you made music for me, you kind of already know the shit that gets me going for music. Elven Mercenary! Canary... Guys, we are allies! Address it a third time. You see, what I think would be a good idea about giving good, proper feedback and guiding principles for a piece of commissioning. And I have quite a lot of experience doing this. It's funny, I'm memeing, but I actually do. And I tell you what, do you know what the worst time I ever had making, getting a thumbnail commissioned? The worst time I ever had was when I actually went to someone who didn't do art, but did like photo, like altering. So like I can say it here without any, I really dislike my Indiana Jones thumbnail. I think the thumbnail is terrible. It's literally not what I asked for. And I kind of just allowed the artist to just kind of bully their way through it. So, or the... what I'd originally asked for was... Yeah, I know what thing you're referring to. Yeah, I have no problem saying anything bad about it, because the person quite literally didn't do what I asked, and then made me... Because basically my original thumbnail was... Obviously, the title was, Does Indiana Jones Belong in a Museum? And it's a reference, right? It's a reference to the films. As a client of his shit, be honest. I mean, I was pretty honest about it, but the guy just refused to reply to me until I eventually agreed with him, and then instantly replied, because they had no intention on sorting it out. Yeah, I wasn't like, this is absolute shit, mate. This is fucking bollocks. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But no, what I wanted originally was that scene from the very beginning, from the first film on Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Indy is looking, he's like crouched down, looking at the idol in the intro, right? And he's about to obviously take it off and replace it with the back of his hand. So the idol instead would have been a copy of Indiana Jones. And the reference is, obviously, it's an artifact. Indy always says, it belongs in a museum, right? That kind of vibe. Not a Harrison Ford impression, that was terrible. That was what I wanted. What I got was me, and I wanted myself photoed onto Indiana Jones. So I wanted the hat, you know, how the scene looks. What I got was me staring at a game in a museum cabinet. Because it works, because it's in a museum. I wouldn't even be surprised if a part of it was just like AI'd or AI'd thinking anyway.
What do you need?
I could be your bouncer for that next time as your American viewer. Thank you. I'm not used to being that way. I don't really like being forward with people, I'm gonna be honest. But I think you guys have pretty gathered that. There's like a way I like to communicate, and if people don't really get what I'm saying, I don't really want to press it much further. Partly because I just want to be respectful at all times. That's the real answer. Trust me, as the one trying to bring out what's in someone else's mind, it's more beneficial if you tell me, honestly, how far off base I am. I think with music it's a bit different, because you can... But also, like, let's remember, not everyone is like that. Not everyone's great like that.
Enemies approaching. Let's get started.
So yeah, it's one of those things where I've not bothered doing it, but I did put a fair amount of work into the actual video of Indiana Jones. But that Indiana Jones video was much closer to my old Suggesting style videos, which is honestly not really the way forward for the channel. So in the future, if I have like spare money, you know what I mean? I'm like, and I want my channel just to look great, right? I'll get that thumbnail changed out.
This should be easy enough.
I can change thumbnails whenever I want. It's not a problem. But it's like, thumbnails aren't cheap. You know, I have a pretty decent rate by, you know, with what I spend, but considering like, cause YouTube, so YouTube's a pure passion front. My thumbnails, generally speaking, cost as much, if not a little bit more than what I make on Twitch. So then it's like one of those funny catch things for it. It's not a problem, because obviously I want good thumbnails. I'm very detailed. When getting work done, I pride myself on being respectful, so even if I have to say the work is shit, I'll do it warmly and tell you what I'm looking for. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Without a doubt. I think I definitely had done that. It's just, obviously some people just aren't receptive to that.
Trap.
I'm a New Yorker, I'm very direct. Man, I got a friend going to New York. They told me I should go with them. I'm not against it, honestly. There's a difference with articulating honesty with professionalism versus being blunt. I'll be honest, I pretty much flat out don't like blunt responses. Like, I think that's probably the reason why I pretty struggle to, like, do commission work. Like, if I was to do some editing for people, and someone was like, hey, politely, can you do this, this, and this? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But if someone was blunt with me, I'd really struggle with that. I'm not good with that kind of feedback. I get defensive. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. There we go. I recommend, well, let's look at it. New York City is very, very different than the rest of the state. I don't live in New York City. It's sort of its own entity. That makes sense, because cities are always just inherently about just their own thing. It's the reason why I always hate these like memes. They were like south of England versus the north of England, and north of England is always there like, hey up, pal, in cloud and sky, absolutely lovely weather. How you doing? You have a nice day. And then the south is like, don't fucking talk to me, I hate you. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, that's just London. That's just London. London is full of rude assholes. Everyone else wants to talk to you. Everyone else wants to talk. It's just fucking London. And it's just, well, cities, really. It's cities. No one's happy. No one is fucking happy. Because no one wants to be there. They want to be working from home. With their family and friends. I recommend people visit both New York City and other parts of the state because it's not a true reflection of the rest of America or even the state. I mean, you could say that when I went to San Jose and San Francisco and stuff. That's the reason why when I used to have a map that you of like countries around the world that you visit, and you like if you visited it, you would scratch it off. And someone was like, "Hey, scratch off all of America. You went to California." I was like, "No. I went to California. I didn't go to America." It's like I would very hesitantly scrub off all of America. I would have to visit quite a lot of states to be like, I have been to America. Right. Is there anything here we could put on? Hey, fatigue is pretty good, and it's just slightly better, so let's do that without a doubt. And then... And that's what I have equipped, isn't it? Yeah, because it's blue. So is there anything else here? Oh, do I need more strength? A lot more strength. I think that's the thing too. Artists are by definition making themselves vulnerable. Oh, dude, if someone like scathingly cut into my video, it would be... I don't know how well I'd take that. So I know what you mean. God, I'll tell you what, when someone accused me of AI for my Battlefront video, that got me mad. I was like, you know what, I've had all sorts of like insults lobbed at me, but when someone accused me of AI, I was like... So no, I feel that. New York City is also one of the oldest American cities, and it's huge. New York State is huge. Like in New York City, for example, downtown Manhattan is wildly different from than Harlem or the Bronx. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, obviously, like a lot of cities are like that as well. Like, God, from where you go in London, yeah, wildly different. So I understand what you mean. God, imagine going to Tokyo. Largest city on Earth. Like, how? At what point do you consider that you going to Tokyo? Okay. Oh, they're not as good. Ah, less fatigue though, but better missile deflection. Ting, how far is the trip to the next country over for you? Next country or county? Country. Technically speaking, if I was to drive to Wales, which obviously is a part of the UK, but obviously you got to recognise it's different kingdoms, I would say about 4-hour drive. Obviously, if you're counting in the UK. Otherwise, flight-wise, I mean, I can drive for not very long, and then fly for like an hour, and I'll be in another country. Or 2 hours.
Please, stranger.
That wasn't too
Let
bad.
me out. Thank you. We've been down here.
I knew you were gonna say it, Juanza. I know how big America is. Trust me. I was gonna hire a car.
Stopped eating one day, all for a stupid bet.
From LAX to drive to San Jose, and actually, fun enough, I wasn't old enough because you had to be 25 to rent a car in the States. But it did. I was like, holy shit! It's a 5-hour drive. It's a fucking 5-hour drive. I'm in the same state. For me, if I drive 5 hours, I'm past London. The only way I could drive a really long time is if I drove from my county to Scotland, and that's the longest you'll ever drive. And it'd be like 12 hours. But otherwise, I've had to drive I've had to make that journey long. Wait, as a writer, the amount of people that say writing well is a sign of a person used AI, I'm like, hey, can you just admit that you can't write a fucking email? Honestly, I mean, this is all this new trend as well, that, cause I went on Facebook to check something, and like, everyone's just fucking ChatGPTing like a little profile picture of themselves now. I was like, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate how much it's, and everyone's like creating caricatures that used to be very typical of what you'd get like from a street artist. Who would like do these like very quirky characters, and now we're just going to ChatGPT. It's like, or worse yet, people who I know who like make music in some ways, right? So they'll make their own music and then they'll AI generate their own poster. I'm like, what are you doing, brother? You are literally in the creative art. You are a creative person. Why are you AI generating a poster? Ooh, little stab. Whoa, lots of stabs.
A little frantic? Ha, I can see why. Hey, watch it.
Don't get me started on the ChatGPT characters, right? I didn't know this was a thing, and I went on Facebook for a random reason. I had to just check something. This is where I only have like certain people like followed or whatever, like family, friend, whatever. And I was just like, everyone's doing it. Literally, everyone is doing it. My own dad is shitting out, in quotes, children books using AI. I'm furious. And it's so annoying because, like, I feel like people do themselves out of the like, creating something, genuinely, is such a joy. Like, don't get me wrong, like, there are parts of creating that will absolutely infuriate me. And, like, frustrate me. But then you get to the very end of the process, and you're like, I fucking did that. That's sick. How did I put that together? Like, it was like, I was so annoyed at, like, how long it would take me to do this, like, that big video. And Sly was like, dude, that thing is as long as a feature-length film. Don't worry about it. I'm like, dude's got a fucking point.
Right. Trap. Trap. As you wish.
Wait, no, you don't be silly about that. When I do my drag shows, I will fully back out of a show if the bar or show director posts an AI flyer. There are so many AI flyers nowadays too. Well, we know this though, Froggo. AI has to support everyone's governments because that's who's going to be bailing them out when they shit the fucking bed. I'm not saying he actually secretly doesn't like that person, but they have to cozy up to governments because that's who's going to be bailing them out when they piss away all their money. Because they are pissing it away fast. Like, did you see the call? Apparently, like, I think it was like Sam Altman was on a call. And someone was like, "Hey, you've said you're gonna invest, you're gonna spend 1.3 trillion this year. How are you gonna do that? You make 20 billion a year." And then he's like, "If you want to sell your shares, dude, I can find someone who'll buy them off you." I was like, "What the fuck is that comment? What is that?" All AI companies are essentially bankrupt. Well, they will be by, what was it? The generous estimates were what, 2027?
On it. As you wish. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Right.
Yeah, that's the assessment. It's an assessment not based on how much they have in the bank and how long they can run for at a certain rate. It's based on them probably raising more money. Yeah. Yeah, right now they're padding to their balance sheets like Nvidia. They gave billions to AI to have... Yeah, they're like, "We're going to give you 20 billion in investment." And they're like, "We're going to buy 20 billion of Nvidia chips." And it's like such blatant inflating. I don't understand how that's legal, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's a net zero, and yet somehow that drives up shareholder price and shareholder interest. Or like falsely inflates share price. And you're like, this doesn't sound correct. But you're right though, it's a net zero game, because you go, here's 20 billion, we spend 20 billion. What is that?
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
Where did this come from?
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight.
And also, didn't Nvidia say they're not making any consumer-facing GPUs next year? Or this year?
All people, whether elves or dwarves or men. As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men. And you guard them because their continued existence.
Am I alright, fellas?
Thus it is you who serve.
Look, Nvidia do suck. It's not a... I feel I don't understand who would be on their side right now. Meanwhile, Asus and AMD might be our only hopes. I know, but I always hate this though, because everyone's like, AMD good guy, am I right? And AMD consistently doesn't make enough product. Consistently has proven that if they get on top, they will immediately charge more money. So like, it's the real thing is our only hopes is in other humans doing the right thing. That's our real hope.
A good king,
not to be that guy.
A king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant. And the country suffers for it. If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and
shit, that's bleak. Hey, everyone in this chat right now, I know they're a good person.
In a clear, still pond. The
So there's
drop
hope.
causes ripples, and ripples spread.
Look, if you don't go online as often, genuinely, you're not online as often, and you just like chat with people around you.
Enough for today.
Generally speaking, you will like see the humanity of people a lot more. I think the internet's very good at reminding us that humanity sucks, but the reality is, if you just don't go on there as much, you see a lot better things. But also I live and work from home, so, you know, it's a bit tainted. The people I'm seeing are the people who I usually want to see. So it's a bit different.
Something's drawing near. Here we go. Here is your weakness. Show me what you got. Let's get started.
The internet attracts the sucky part of humanity more than not. Well, that's the reason why, though, like, in some ways, there are some good arguments to have, like, ID be more of a thing for using the internet, because if someone was, like, saying the most outrageous things, you know, you could tie it to an actual person and have actual ramifications for it. But obviously, trying to trust anyone to actually retain all that information was another story. It's like, for example, Discord is enforcing ID on more and more people, right? And it's been a thing in the UK for a little while now. Like, what, 3 months? I think it's been a thing here. I've not had to engage in any channels that require it, so I've not had to do it yet. But they're going to start making it mandatory. And that company that handles all the IDs of all the people there and pictures they're making submit has already been hacked several times. Nikki says, I don't have a dick. You get the biggest one in spirit, okay? You and Naya, alright? Tell you one thing, this place is a lot bigger than I thought it was, but I think we're near the end of the area. It's why you two have the VIPs. Vibe coding strikes again. Vibe coding is specifically just generating code with AI, right? Or is there another meaning behind vibe coding?
Only one shall stand.
Is that the VIP requirement now? Gotta have a big dick? Yeah, exactly. You'd never be VIP again. Yeah, you, Sync, me. I can't even be a VIP in my own fucking channel. How much does that suck? But it's alright, because Naya and Nikki have it. Can we play big dick with swinging tits? Hey, I could aspire for that. I could aspire for that. You know. And look, it's me. It's me when I get bad feedback on something I've created. Defensive fire. Let's get it just for the memes. What a waste of point that is. Oh. Oh, he's moving. Hello, buddy. We're freed you, mate, from your captors. You can go do what you like now, lad. You and all. Oh, God. What are these little velociraptors doing over here? Can you jump down? No. We're about to go for another copper? I'd love a copper. Oh no, Dinos. Don't tell Sync! Don't tell Sync! He'll get the fucking char out. No wonder why Sync's like this game. That's the real reason. Dinosaurs and autism. A tale of Sync, the gamer.
Done and done.
Right. Oh dear. Ooh, oh god, no! Regrets! Regrets!
Right.
Yeah! What's worse is I know we can easily beat these guys, but it just hit spiders. No bueno. Holy shit, they're actually really good.
It is done.
Bollocks.
Got
it. Right, let's drop some things. Let's just drop that great sword. And that. And then... And then we do have... I need to give all this stuff to. They're fine. Go here and then. Oh, shielded dwarven armor. To be fair, it's not far off my ancient elven armor. Do I not? Oh no, there it is. Cool. But it isn't +3 in defense. Never mind. Bollocks! It's not as good as I thought it was. Okay. Right, we've actually explored every possible route so far. So we're doing pretty well. Oh, and... can't miss out on doing that. Do not want to replay all this. Hit a save point. I think one of the things I dislike doing the most, and something I'm probably the most grateful for modding games for, is the lack of having to replay stuff I've already done.
So, Harrowmont finally realized we're taking the city, yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen.
Fair enough. You got really long arms.
You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
Bollocks. Let's get you up. Oh no, this isn't good. Res.
As you say. Let us end this.
What? As you wish.
let's just keep you going with that. We'll make you have a what's it called? A lyrium potion. We've got loads of those now. Now, where's my dead body? We summoned more help. Oh, I can't res yet. Okay, that's fine. Come on, get him. Yeah, buddy. You're dead again? Well, my character is dead, but that's okay because I'm the most useless character in this party. Dogs, or I don't care if there's better tanks. Dog is best. Sorry, I'm back. I had to find a picture of a Labubu to show my brother how he's made my niece look. A Labubu? I've heard of these. What is a Labubu? Pretend as if I'm your old granddad who can't understand modern society. In a innocent, non-racist way. How many bloody traps have I not discovered? I keep walking into tripwires like a bloody idiot.
Task complete. On to the next.
Oh, a love letter? Let's have a look at that one. Oh, nothing. Bollocks. I wanted to be nosy, but apparently I can't be nosy. Right, let's have a little look here. I've sent you a picture. Thank you kindly. That is fucking cursed. What is that? Why are these so popular? Labubu's are really popular, right? What the fuck is that? What is it? That's horrifying. That's my son. If I had that as a Chow in my fucking Adventure 2 Battle Chow Garden, I'd fucking bin him. Those fucking teeth. Look at the teeth in that dude.
Finished.
But maybe, you know, I'm British. I'm just jealous they're fucking white. You know, maybe it's just my, you know, my British coding coming out. Look, they're not tea stained. The little Pop Mart keychain monster thieves. Oh, so they're quite small then.
Gah! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from?
Did you know?
You made a hole in my wall! It does?
Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something
They're
to do
not
with
small.
Jarvia.
They're larger than a tennis ball, but smaller than a house. That's a really good way of narrowing it down. Thank you. I can fully grasp the size of it now. So it's not a... So it is or isn't a keychain then? I thought you were actually gonna put it on your keys for your car. But I ain't putting anything bigger than a tennis ball or the size of a tennis ball on my keys. They're also a minimum 25 bucks. And am I right in thinking that it's RNG what you get?
No! I don't have anything to do with them. They're
It's a
criminals.
blind box.
When they built
It's
this
fucking
part of the
gambling
city,
for
they must have
kids.
Built over some tunnels.
It's gambling.
I swear I had no idea.
I'm kidding. It's not gambling for kids.
just
It's
leave
gambling
me
for
alone.
nostalgic adults.
I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
We need joy. Life sucks. I need my Labubu. Blind boxing and gash again. Yeah. Whatever you want to do to explain your habits of absolute debauchery, that's fine. You justify how you like. I ain't gonna shame you. Trust me, it's about the story. Yeah. Whatever. I only have a Labubu, but I do have 3 husbands. And they're great. As long as they're not AI, it's all good. Yeah, Frogger, you do what you like. You've got a free pass, okay? The free pass you never asked for. You got it. Right, where the... Oh, damn, of course, down here. Of course it is. It's literally right there. It's that door right there that I was confused about. You'd be like, you know what? I hate that I'm here, but at least I got my Labubu. Makes it. Toll ticket was worth it. That's a really grim line of thinking.
Lord Balin swears revenge on Grey Wardens. He is...
Right, Lord Aramon. Excuse me, mate. Don't mind me.
His lordship appreciates your support.
I heard the news. Jarvia and Hakata are dead. I suppose it was unrealistic to expect them to surrender. Would that some of the noble caste had such loyalty. I have no desire to go back on my word. But when Balin heard the news about Jarvia, he raised the stakes. He is forcing a vote in the next 2 days. By law, that prevents the Assembly from hearing any other pleas. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance one last time. Do you know anything of the Paragon Branca?
Oh, that's the Paragon who went into the deep roads, if I remember correctly. Oh, was it that one actually?
Yes, a smokeless fuel that made underground forges safer than they've ever been. 2 years ago, she took her entire
There we go, yeah, I
house
was right.
to deep roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes. It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. but one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Branka hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty. My men traced Branka's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caridin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank
and
you
they call
again.
this a
And may the
mine.
ancestors guide your steps.
Alright. People, we've been live for 6 hours. I need to end stream because I need to get some writing done, make some dinner, and chill out. So, thank you all so much for watching today. Great to have you all here. Thank you, Pat Patswell, for the 47-month resub, my dude. Super appreciated. And I hope you guys all enjoyed today's stream. We kind of finished streaming Generation Ultimate, the Monster Hunter game. Next week, we'll be doing Monster Hunter Wild, and that'll be it for Monster Hunter for the foreseeable future. And then we'll be transitioning over to a 3-day stream schedule. So, feel free to let me know what of those 3 days works for you guys the best. I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow, possibly for Retro Ting, where we play The Hobbit. It's a game based on the books after the initial trilogy came out, but before the Hobbit trilogy came out. So, if you want an idea of how a game company perceives the Hobbit books, you can see it in game form. Anyway, I'll see you guys all tomorrow.